Hey there, welcome back to the mat. And if you're joining the Abundance Reset, welcome to day 5. Today, I'm going to be guiding you through a gentle yin practice to help slow down, soften the body, and to create space for abundance. Props recommended for this is 2 blocks or a bolster. I will be using 2 blocks today. We will be doing supported fish. Other than that, all the other poses can be done without any props. So go ahead and grab what you need and let's meet in a seated position.
Now that you're in your comfortable seat, let's go ahead and get settled in here, closing down the eyes or softening the gaze. Lengthen the spine, rolling the shoulders back, crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling, slightly dipping the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. And just do a full body scan here. Noticing where in your body you're holding tension. And what can you do in this moment to bring ease to that area? Imagining your mind is like a snow globe. For so long it's been shaken by stress, expectation, overthinking, and comparison. But right now, you are finally becoming still. And as you become still, everything settles. Start to bring the awareness back to your body, blinking open the eyes and taking in the room. If you're sitting on a block, go ahead and remove it, and let's meet in a seated position where we'll come into our first pose, which is butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet into touch. You might have to shift around here to get grounded down. And once you have the lower body situated, lengthen through the crown of the head, hinge at the hips, fold forward, arms straight out in front of you. You can stay here or option to bring in the blocks, stacking the blocks and allowing the forehead to rest on the blocks. Allowing gravity to do its job here. And as you hold this pose, I want you to think on the following question. Where in my life do I already experience abundance that I may have overlooked? Start to back out of the pose slowly. Before we move off to the other side, let's take a quick reset. So move the blocks out of the way, feet flat on the mat, knees bent, hands behind you, and just allow the head and neck to relax back. Slowly start to make your way to a tabletop position. With your shoulders over wrist, you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, keeping your back knee on the mat, walking your hands to the inside of the front foot, allowing the hips to soften. Option to bring the blocks under the hands, or maybe bringing the forearms down to the blocks, melting into the pose, feeling a deep stretch in the hip. And as you hold this pose, I want you to think on the following question. What am I holding on to that no longer supports the life I am creating? Fully start coming out of the pose, moving the blocks to the side, bringing the foot in between the hands and shifting the hips back, straightening the leg, flexing the foot. Hands can come to the mat or blocks as you fold over the legs for a quick reset before we move off to the other side. Rolling into the foot, and let's make our way to the other side. Left foot now steps to the outside of the left wrist. Again, hands can come to the mat or block, whatever feels the most comfortable in your body. Once you settle into the pose, I want you to think on the following question. When do I feel most at ease, most myself, and most alive? Coming out of the pose, bringing the blocks on each side of the foot, shifting the hips back, straightening the leg, flexing the foot, and folding over the leg. Rolling into the foot. We're going to set up for supportive fish. So if you prefer a bolster, now is the time to grab that. I'm using 2 blocks today. You'll set them up in a T-shaped position. The bottom block will go in between the shoulder blades and the top block will support the head. Once you have that situated, go ahead and lay over the bottom block. You may have to push up into a bridge position in order to get the position just right. Once you have that, lower down the hips, adjusting the top block on your head. Your chin should point to the ceiling, arms to a T. Knees can be bent or long. Option to bring the soles of the feet in together and allow the knees to fall open. Allowing your heart center to open up here. And as you hold this pose, I want you to think on the following question. What would it feel like to receive without guilt or hesitation? Mindfully start coming out of the pose, pressing up if you're on the blocks, and moving up and down to massage in between the shoulder blades. And lowering the hips, dipping the chin, and slowly rolling up. Or we'll take a quick forward fold before we move off to the next pose. Start to roll up and restack the spine, moving the props out of the way. The next pose we're coming into a supportive bridge, so you will need one block. Coming to your back, knees bent, feet flat on the mat. You'll take the block and place it underneath your sacrum. Your knees can stay bent here, or for a deeper stretch, allowing them to extend long. Being mindful that we don't want to feel any numbness, tingling, or pain. So once you've found the position that works best for your body, I want you to think on the following question. How can I create more space for rest, joy, and possibility this week? Or to bring the knees into the chest, rocking side to side to massage the lower back on the block. Plant the feet and remove the block. We're going to move into some spinal twist. So with your feet flat on the mat, knees bent, you're going to shift your hips off to the right and allow the knees to fall off to the left, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat, allowing gravity to do its job here. And I want you to think on the following question. If scarcity wasn't driving my decisions, what would I choose? Start to unwind out of the pose, bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side before moving off to the other side. The feet on the mat, shift the hips off to the left, allowing the knees to fall over to the right. And as you hold this pose, I want you to think, what am I ready to welcome into my life with an open heart? Start to come out of the pose, bringing the knees into the chest for one last reset before we move off to Shavasana. Making your way to your Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. Today, I am going to choose legs up a wall. And once you settled into your Shavasana, go ahead and close down your eyes, allowing the mat to fully support you. Rolling the shoulders under to open up the heart center, relaxing the jaw, softening the space between your eyebrows. A full body relaxation from the crown of the head to the toes. I want you to repeat the following affirmations after me. There are no limits for me. I was born for more. Abundance is my natural state. Overflow is my natural state. I am rooted and grounded in love. Shavasana. Start to bring the awareness back to the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe a full body stretch would feel nice here. And when you're ready, go ahead and find your way off to your side. As you rest here, remember that abundance isn't only measured by what we have. It can be found in a calm breath, a meaningful relationship, good health, and the simple ability to be present. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and meet in a seated position so we can close out our practice with one final breath together. Let's take a final breath together. Inhale the arms up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. May you leave this practice feeling open to receiving whatever is meant for you. Namaste.